Hello guys, welcome back again. So after John's little endeavor there at the dyno last Wednesday for all of us, I'm pretty wore out. So especially doing stuff in the garage, car stuff, so it's just a lot of little cleanup and getting things back together in the garage and just taking care of a couple of things I need to take care of. So one thing I got to do today is I got a fire extinguisher. I don't know if I alluded to this in any of my other videos. I'm going to be mounting this to the car. I got a seat bracket mount from Stinger Performance. It was only like 40 bucks. So I thought that was a heck of a decent deal for something already prefabbed, ready to go. And I'd rather pay somebody that's something's made in America than try to Mickey Mouse something up together myself and fit in there. And so I got his little bracket. I got this little quick disconnect extra little thing. The other half is already in the car. I already have it mounted. Sorry I didn't film the bare bracket itself, but I'll throw you a little picture here of what it looks like on their website, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the car. But I don't know if I talked about this fire extinguisher before. I kind of wanted one that didn't have a white powder everywhere, so this is one they sell over here. It's a Fire, F-I-R-E-X-O. It's good for like every kind of fire you can think of, A, B, C, D, E, and F. So figure's got to work for me. Hopefully I never need it, but if I ever do need it, I'm glad I'll have it in the car. So one of those emergency things. So I'm gonna get the car out, pull it out in the driveway. I gotta take the passenger seat out to fit the bracket underneath of it. There should be some holes already in the seat according to the website, so hopefully it all goes smooth, and I'll get this sucker installed. I did a little bit of other work on the wife's van this morning already. It's a nice day. It's just like 68 degrees right now, so I'm sure I'll be sweating a little bit moving in and around in the sunshine, but I'm glad you came back. And just a quick little video this week, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, here's the seat out. So what we got with the bracket, it already comes pre-assembled, other than the fact that I put my my part of the mount on there, my quick disconnect, but it's going to fit right into the factory holes here. This hole had the anchor for the spring going to it, but I think once we get it in there, we'll be able to put it on this other hole here. But I mean, it all comes pre-assembled. It's gonna go in there, and one-handed here. That's gonna go in there. And you got the hardware. It's gonna go on the back. And it'll fit pretty tight up the back side of the seat here. So let me get it bolted up and we'll see what it looks like. All right, there it is. Springs back on to this hole and the gusset. So, all right, let's get this thing back in the car here. All right, seat's back in. This is how the mount itself looks. Here's the bottle. Let me do this one-handed. Yeah, there it is. So, back. Yep, there it is. Tucked out of the way. Need it. Flip the seat forward. And grab your bottle. So, alright. One jobbed. Alrighty. Alright, for a while we're driving. I got this, flip it up. There it is. One-handed. And boom. There it is. So, alright. I'm happy. I just hope it don't rattle. In there. We'll see if I just gotta shove something underneath it for now, but at least it's there. That's a bit more peace of mind. So, yeah. All Alright, yeah, so it's just another weekend in the garage. I got to working on my van. So, for a long time now, it's needed a new steering shaft. And I was troubleshooting down power steering issues, how the steering wheel would like get kind of tight spots in it. And I found out it was the steering shaft. So it's got easy play this way. This is the part that's out exposed under the car. This is under the dash, and that rotation is easy, but this one it kind of gets stuck. I mean, I can push through it. It's all full of grease, but yeah, that thing was causing some issues, and the wife was complaining when she was driving it, and I understood. It's not a very comforting feeling when you got stiff spots in your steering. So it was like 112 bucks from Rock Auto, and thankfully I got the only one that was listed. They say last one, so and it's done. But I kept spraying it with WD-40 because it was wintertime. I didn't want to get under there to do anything. I had white lithium grease, hoping it would like soak in, and it helped for a little bit, but only for a short amount of time. But it needed to be changed. I did get the hood back for my 2012 Mustang from the paint shop. Pete with his Bronco, because helped me bring it home, because it was the only thing big enough to fit the hood in it. It wouldn't even fit in the back of my van. That's how wide it was. So I got it back, put it on. I'll show you guys that here in a video coming up shortly. But what I'm waiting on is the window washer squirters. So I need to get the car inspected and MOT'd now that the hood's back on, because I let it expire. It's been a month and a half now since the hood's been off. But these are the window washer squirters, and I left these in the hood because I couldn't get them off the car. I didn't know where to press or anything like that, just to pop them out. But the guys at the body shop did, but they said that they were broken. I was kind of pissed off at first, thinking that they broke them, pulling them apart, but they said that's how they found them. And sure enough, I got back and looked in the end of these little extensions that come out, and there's the plastic bits that are in there. And I didn't know this because I was pulling it apart, and like half of this extension hose is inside a portion of the hood, and I was pull the hose to try to get it out, and it popped loose. So I was like, okay, that's good, because it came with this rubber nipple here. So all right, it'll be easy. Probably just grease it back up and shoehorn it back in there and pop them back on. But this is how they sell them. They sell them attached with this thing already on it. It's only like $8 a piece. I guess they must use it on a bunch of different Ford applications. But and when I pulled it loose, I broke the end of the nozzle. So, but I got two on their way, probably coming from China. So as soon as they get here, then I can get those back in and get the car inspected and start driving it again. But I did buy a Polycarb off of a guy on local Facebook marketplace. So one of the Mustang forums over here in the UK, a classic Mustang one. I took it apart, getting ready to put a fresh rebuild on it. He said it did need a throttle shaft when I got it, so I got the carb. It was only 35 pounds. That was about 50 bucks. You know, shipping was another 12 pounds, so a pretty good deal for a Holly 600. I mean, you're trying to find one anymore that's in good shape. You know, a nice one, you're probably thinking 150 bucks. I mean, you can't, $100 Holly carb is kind of hard to find anymore. I mean, I haven't seen many in a couple of years, but so he actually had the throttle shaft in with it. They said he needed to replace. But the reason it needs to be replaced is because I guess he tried taking the butterflies out or something, and he buggered up the holes, the thread holes where the butterfly shafts go back into. So, whatever. But I already had this all cleaned up in the ultrasonic cleaner. I went and kind of did a little bit of replating on the bowls. I left this one in there a little too long. It got a little too dark. But this one's not too bad. Looks better, but I mean, it wasn't in bad shape to begin with. But I have I did some zinc plating for the nuts and bolts, and this is like that yellow dichromate coloring they use for all this hardware and stuff. So I jazzed it up just a little bit more. I didn't go the full hog of electroplating anything or stripping, but it'll look like a brand new car when I'm done. I mean, they did have stickers on it that said remanufactured by Holley, but I took most came off in the cleaning process. I trued up the block, tried to make it flat again. I mean, they were pretty curved. Even when it was all said and done, you can still see some low spots in here, but they weren't that great even from remanufactured by Holley. The second time they've seen these things, it still wasn't all that great and flat. So, but yeah, that'll be fine. Because this is going to go on that intake, and that intake hopefully will run the 289 on my run stand when the time comes. So yeah, just got to do a little cleanup, get the garage back in shape. I did blow it out with the leaf blower. Everything blows in here and it doesn't like to leave, so I'll get the car covered up, and I'll see you guys in a bit.